The Republican governor calls it safe and secure, but Democratic lawmakers call it inhumane. We got an Alligator Alcatraz update for you. And then a French inmate has escaped prison in what you could say is a very strange fashion. Hit subscribe and we'll get right into it. So 2 days after filing a lawsuit against Florida Governor Ron DeSantis for being unlawfully denied entry to inspect conditions at the facility dubbed Alligator Alcatraz, members of Congress and state representatives were given a limited tour Saturday to inspect conditions after calling the lack of access a deliberate obstruction meant to hide what's really happening behind those gates. They said they heard detainees shouting for help and crying out libertad, libertad. It's Spanish for freedom. I probably said that very poorly now that I realize it's a Spanish word. Amid their sweltering heat, bug infestations, meager meals. Here's a quote here. They are essentially packed into cages, wall-to-wall humans, 32 detainees per cage. That's Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who represents Florida's 25th congressional district. The families of some of the detainees have also decreed the conditions in the facility, while the Immigration and Customs enforcement officials defended as offering higher detention standards than many U.S. prisons. If that's the fact, whoa, is there some serious issues? But I don't think that's the fact. Let me just show you another picture here. On the tour, lawmakers said they were not allowed to visit areas where migrants are currently being detained, but instead were shown cells not being used yet. What good that is to anybody, I don't know either. Schultz said
put the lawmakers in it.
Yeah, exactly, right? This one's for you if you show up again, I think was the message, right? So Schultz there said each cage contained 3 small toilets with attached sinks. Detainees use those for drinking water, brushing their teeth. It's the same water used in the sinks that go into the toilets. When they toured the kitchen area, Schultz said government employees were being offered large pieces of roast chicken and sausages. And then they saw the detainees' lunch, and it was this gray turkey-like meat cheese sandwich on a
alligator.
Yeah, probably was. And here's another quote from Schultz here. I don't see how that could possibly sustain them nutritionally and not just leave them completely hungry. And when you have hungry people, obviously their mood isn't going to be that good. Here's another one. Maxwell Alejandro Frost, who was also on the tour, said the lawmakers were concerned about reports of unhygienic conditions due to the toilets not working. There's quotes of feces being spread everywhere, but they were denied access for viewing any units where migrants are currently being detained. They were also not permitted to view the medical facilities. And the officials cited HIPAA laws, sorry. Despite lawmakers being allowed to examine the medical facilities at many other detention facilities, because it's been on the books. They've done it. So here's a quote from them. It's something everyone, whether you're Democratic, Republican, or anything, should be deeply ashamed of. Immigrants don't poison the blood of this nation. They are the blood of this nation. Here's another from Rep. Darren Soto. He said lawmakers also witnessed evidence of flooding, highlighting serious concerns of what could happen to the detainees if there's severe weather. And well, let's face it, it's an alligator country. They get severe weather. Here's another quote. What we saw today in our inspection was a political stunt, dangerous and wasteful. This was Soto after the tour. One can't help but understand and conclude that this is a total, cruel political stunt meant to have a spectacle of political theater, and it's wasting taxpayers' dollars and putting our ICE agents, our troops, and ICE detainees themselves in jeopardy. So the whole, okay, fine, the court said we'll let you in, was a farce. Nobody saw anything worth seeing. Absolute joke. Yeah. Once again, the Republicans have done nothing but prove they cannot be trusted.
So how many stars did they give it on TripAdvisor?
I think it was 0.
That's not good, is it?
Yeah, the only thing they didn't even get to see alligators. They were pissed, right? No.
There are dinosaurs at this dinosaur park.
Yeah, exactly. So, fashion and jailbreaks.
Ah, je ne sais quoi, as they say in France. Yeah, because a man has briefly, when I say fashion, he escaped in an unusual fashion. He wasn't like wearing flared trousers and high heel shoes. No, the man has briefly escaped from prison near Lyon, France, by hiding in a laundry bag that was being taken out by his cellmate, who had just completed his sentence and was being released. According to Sebastian Cowell, director of France's prison administration, the man took advantage of the release process at the Corpus prison to sneak out undetected on Saturday morning. The daring and unusual escape prompted immediate scrutiny from the prison officials and law enforcement. No, they check bags when you leave, surely.
Yeah.
So man's new.
What's wiggling in your bag, sir?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, surely the guy carrying the bag out would have noticed how heavy it was. You know,
yeah, the guy carrying the bag must have been a human gorilla to not show the weight of this bag, right?
However, the man's newfound freedom lasted just over 24 hours, as he was arrested Monday morning while leaving a cellar in the town of a suburb on the outskirts of Lyon. According to the Lyon prosecutor's office, the man was alone at the time of his arrest, and his accomplice has not yet been found. Or the man who carried him out.
Yeah.
He's free anyway, isn't he? The escapee is now in custody and facing charges of escape as part of an organized gang of two and participation in a criminal conspiracy.
Wow.
A guy. Cowell described the incident as a serious and rare failure, stating that this is an extremely rare event that we have never seen in this administration, which clearly shows a whole series of serious failures.
There must be at least 10 Hollywood movies from the 60s and 70s where the jailbreak involves the laundry. Come on.
Yeah, but not the guy taking it. I mean, why was the guy leaving prison with his own laundry?
And how
many years has he been in there?
Yeah, he must have been there 300 years to have a bag that weighed 250 pounds worth of laundry. I don't like. It's a strange story. People are stupid in this one.
Yes, an investigation has been launched into how the escape occurred, with early indications pointing to an accumulation of errors by prison staff.
Somebody was paid off. Come on.
The Corpus facility, located southeast of Lyon, is currently severely overcrowded, operating around 170% capacity.
Wow.
Actually, you need some to escape.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah.
So that makes the whole working conditions of our officers more complicated. No injuries were reported during the incident. Oh, good for that. Thanks. Didn't really know that.
Yeah. So it turns out if you need to escape jail, all you do is jump in your friend's handbag when he's being discharged. I don't know what the word is.
Just discharged. No, that was the band guy. No, you just jump on his back and pretend to be a backpack.
Yeah. I'm not a monkey. I'm a backpack. Oh. Hit subscribe if you're a backpack monkey, folks, and we'll see you for the next one. What?
Yes, and if you're planning a prison escape, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section and tell us how you're going to do it.
Yeah, tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak. Wow, what a weird way to get out of jail.